We're on our way to Watermill Kart Club for the first round of GXUK. If you haven't seen the first time we've been here, definitely go check that out, but don't go yet because this is going to be a good one. We got here on the Friday, slept in the van, and this is the first practice on the Saturday. Here's practice 3. This one's quite interesting because it started raining as we were coming out of the pits. I get a little bump from behind here. Then I nearly get taken out and they just spin on their own. Here, unfortunately, I just was going too fast, didn't have the grip and took out number 27. Coming out of Christmas corner, I slam on the throttle and just drift it around the next corner, and it was so much fun. Then on the in lap, I lock up, which is quite funny. That was the third practice. Let's skip to the 6th, which is quite interesting. This was the grippiest and fastest session of the day, and I was quite quick and caught up to number 9 here. I look for a move down the inside, but I'm just not close enough. Then a bit later I get fully alongside into turn 1, but he sticks it round the outside. I try to undercut and I do get past. Then I overtake number 25 into the boot. A lap later, I catch up to number 31. I give him a little nudge so he can get past number 46, then I follow him through. That overtake was so much fun. Stay tuned because we got a lot more like that later. A couple laps later, after doing my fastest lap, I get a giraffe down the back straight and I go for a move. I'm pretty much fully alongside, but I brake too early for the corner and he sticks around the outside. That was day 1 of the weekend. My fastest lap was a 59.3, which is okay. It's not the fastest, but I'm pretty proud of it. After a good night's sleep in the van, we woke up to a damp racetrack, had some breakfast, make sure the car was all good, and put on the brand new race tyres. Then we went out for the warm-up, which is only 3 laps long because all we need to do is get off the shiny layer of the tyres so they're ready to race. Nothing much happened in the warm-up, so let's get to the first race. The lights are out and away we go. We got 2 karts on the outside of turn 1. We got the 21 trying to hold his position. I overtake both of them. I'm trying to follow the 27. I get a bit of a draft, but I'm still not close enough to make a move. But I do try to go round the outside of the 34. I try to stick it. He's still on the inside. I get the apex, but then he's on the inside for the next corner. I go around the outside. I go for a move on the 27. Don't break enough and absolutely spin him. Massive incident there. We got 3 karts were on the grass. Then I get awarded for spinning 27. Yellow flag into Christmas corner. I lift off a bit earlier than normally, but Annoyingly, the 23 cart behind me does not lift off as much and gains loads on me. He actually bumps me into the hairpin. And he's nearly alongside. I do cut him off a bit. We got a cart cutting the grass in the distance. Then we got the 23 cart alongside on the outside this time. I cover up the inside, but he undercuts me inside for the next corner. But the 99 cart tries to follow him through. He hits the curb too much and taps me. 23 is defending, and I try to go around the outside, but he turns into me in the 34. Then I have to back out, unfortunately, which means I gave away the position. Then we got the 99 cart up pushing us again, but then he tries to go around the outside. I'm defending as much as I can. He goes for another undercut, but still on the inside. I slide a bit. He gets the overtake gun, and the 78 follows him through. Then I looked back to see who was behind me, and I just went off the track completely, losing 2 positions, which is quite annoying. Then the number 10 cart gives me a little tap coming out of the last corner. Cart in front spins here. Me being distracted drives completely off the track. That's a bit stupid from me. Then the number 44 behind me gains a lot here. I don't know if he's lapping me or not. He goes down the inside. I had no idea that he was there, unfortunately, though. That was the first race. I went from 19th to 15th. Then I got a 5-place grid penalty for spinning number 27, I think. They never told us what for. We don't know. It just said gaining an unfair advantage. Then they said my brand new Insta 360 was too high on the go-kart, so we moved it down a bit. Here we go, race 2. Into turn 1, we're following the 27 cart. Got the 91 on the outside. All the 25 pitches off the 27 and 21. We try to follow the 46 through, but we can't get. We do get alongside, but brake a bit too early. I tapped 25 just very slightly. Then we overtake the 74 down the inside. But then this happens. So let's rewind that and see what happened there. What happens is the 21 cart comes in just a bit too fast and locks up, hits me and the 74, which is quite annoying. The next lap I caught back up to him, and here's the overtake if you want to see. He had a bit of a slide, so I gained enough just to go past him on the straight. Then out of the second corner, I get quite a bit of a draft on the 29. I give him a little tap to get past the 27. I try to follow him through, but brake a little early, so I barely make it around the corner, but he gives me space and I get past in the next corner. I defend a little to make sure he can't get past, then I work on trying to catch up to the 29 again. Then 2 laps later, that's exactly what I did. I caught back up to the 29 and did the exact same thing we did on the 27. I gave him a little bump to get past, then I followed him through and the 40 cart went wide a bit. Then I was right on the bumper of the 29, looked for a move, but I didn't brake enough and there wasn't much space there. Give him a little bump, he went wide just a bit. and I think this is the last lap, so he's defending quite heavily. Coming out of Osius, I get a massive run, but for some reason I didn't go for the move, which is quite annoying because I definitely could have overtaken him there, but unfortunately I just didn't. Then there's a yellow flag, so I have to slow down a bit, and that's the end of the race. Somehow in that race I managed to gain 5 positions, so I started 27th and ended up 22nd, which is pretty good considering I was last for a lap. Here we go, race 3. We overtake the 24 on the start. We got one car on the inside of the corner. We go wide a bit, so the 99 comes in as well. Then we got the 24 back right next to us, so we come into the next corner. I brake slightly later. I carry a bit more momentum to get the slightly better exit. So the next corner is right behind me, and I can defend a little so he doesn't get past. Coming into Osius corner, I miss the apex, so I don't get the best run on the outside. Actually, I do get a really good run, but for some reason I brake. It's a bit stupid, but they're 3 wide into the corner, so I gain quite a lot. Then coming out of the last corner, the 69 car goes for a gap, but then gets squeezed and his front wheels go on top of my kart. After that incident, someone comes round the outside because I lost all my momentum. Then another person comes round the outside on the exit of the next corner. Then the 25 plus another car come past into Christmas corner. Then after that, for the rest of the race, I'm pretty much on my own. So let's skip to my fastest lap, which was in this session, and I'll show you guys how I did it. This is my fastest lap of the weekend. We're coming through the first 2 corners, very fast, high-speed corners. Lots of fun when you're in cars like this. This is quite a fun corner. You brake quite late and you use as much exit as possible to carry the most momentum. Coming into Osius, which is an off-camber corner. Quite fun, tries to drag you out a lot though. Into the boot, quite a fast corner there. Coming into the new section of the track where there is a lot of grip, and I slowed down there for the yellow flag, so this could be a faster lap. That was my fastest lap. It was a 59.12, which isn't really that fast, but this session, after that lap, my ribs were killing me, so I literally couldn't turn left, which was really annoying. Because my ribs were hurting me so much, I went out for the last session, but I physically couldn't drive very fast. So I started in 24th, then ended up 26th. So that was round 1 of GX UK. If you enjoyed this video, definitely go subscribe, like, share, do all that stuff. Go check out the AJ Karting Instagram. And in 3 weeks' time, round 2 is going to be live streamed on YouTube. So put that in your calendars, and I'll see you next time.